Good morning. We will talk about patents for student innovators. We will look at the basics of patenting. Patent is a right, a monopoly right given by the state so that the innovator can commercially benefit from his novel idea. And they get a period of about 20 years from the date of priority, which we will understand as the time progresses. So, to get a patent, the eligibility criteria is that there are 4 conditions. First is that novelty. Second, inventive step. 3, capable of a commercial utilization application. 4th, is not part of a negative list. Let us look at these cases by taking some hypothetical idea. Let us say, as a student, you are very excited about solar energy. You understand that this energy comes free from the sun, and you have solar panels, a large number of them put together as a solar farm, and you see them in almost every country. So you try to understand what is the problem which you can solve. You discuss with the operators. One of the problems they'll tell you is that it's expensive to maintain the solar panels because they're in the open and there will be dust coming continuously and someone has to clean it. So one common method is to clean it with water. Now water is not really easily available in everywhere, and cleaning water with the manpower is also expensive. So people are coming with various innovations how to clean the solar panels. One other idea is, suppose you reduce the dust coming into the solar panels by creating a barrier. Let us call it a solar wall. You create a wall on the adjacent of a solar panels so that the wind and the dust do not get into the solar panels. That way solar panels will probably remain clean and advantageous to all the people. So this is an idea. So once you get idea and you are going to explore the patenting potential, because working on an idea, taking it to the market without patenting is not very desirable. So first step is that this patent to be granted, it must be new, novelty. So new to the entire world. Though patent is a state right, it's a national right. I get a patent in India, it is given by the Indian government for enforcement in India. You get a patent in Morocco, it is given by the Moroccan government for enforcement in Morocco. Someone gets a patent in USA, it is for enforcement in USA. It is governed by the national geography. But patent search has to be done globally. It is new to the entire world, though the patent is given by the local government. So this is what we say prior art. So when I want to apply for a patent, I will look into the prior art, what is known to the public at the time of my application. So here I will make a search for the prior art, literature search and patent search on the Google. It's a free of cost. About 80% of the information you get free. So literature search is known because what is the academicians talking about? A wall construction, a barrier construction, so that the dust doesn't come onto the solar panels. Then we look at the patents also. Is a patent on a solar panel wall. Okay. Give some keywords which are indicative of your intention. Then you make a patent search, and you'll get many patents. I made a search, and I got one patent, not several patents. The first in the line of the patent is called wind break walls for solar farms. And there is other one which is called solar panel wind deflector. So I click on the patent document, you say ESPTO, and the patent documents are public documents. Anyone can access them by clicking on the document. So when you click on open the document, you get information about the patent. So first there will be title, then there will be abstract, the names of the innovators, and the whom it is assigned to, and the date of priority. In this case, there are two innovators, and there can be any number of innovators. So when you are working on the idea, you can name yourself and your other teammates as innovators. When you are submitting a paper, then the first person name is more important. But in a patent, all are equally important. So you can give the names of the innovators, there is no limit. 3, 4, 5 is very common. And then you will be seeing in the same patent document something called assigned to. That means the innovators are assigning the commercial right of exploitation to someone. In this case, it is a university. Most of the cases where the students are working, students are and the researchers, faculty are in a university, they are bound to assign the patent to the university. Similarly, if you are working with an employer, then you are bound to assign it to the employer. There are variations in this particular thing, but that is the general rule book. Right? So you assign to the university, that means the university will take it over the commercial exploitation. And then depending on the university's policy, they may give you some benefits as and when they get some money from out of the licensing. Right? So you have the title of the project, abstract of innovation, innovators' names, assignee names, and data priority. That is very important. Data priority is the date when the patent application was submitted to the local authorities. So if I submit the application today, then today is the data priority for me. So my legal rights are with me for under 20 years, provided my patent is accepted. And this is important because anyone coming with the same idea after me will not be getting a patent. So data priority is protecting your rights from the day you apply for a patent application. So you have got a patent document ready, so you know what to write. So you have go to the subject matter of the patent. The subject matter of the patent is you are going to cover the entire theory, the literature part of it, saying that this is how, this is a problem, this problem is solved by erecting a wall, and all this particular thing. And then you will also refer to the patents which are closest to your intended idea. Okay, in this particular case, you refer to a patent. This is a ES patent, which is also talking about a wind deflector, right? So you also refer to other patents which are also on a similar line. So every patent will cite about many other patents which are in the similar line. So you are nearly getting ready with your patent documentation. What else is required? You have to go to the next step, saying that a patent to be eligible, there should be novelty, it is new. Okay, let us say this particular solar wind arrestor or the dust arrestor, whatever you call it, is new because it's not very commonly available. You do not find very similar thing in the literature also or in the patent search. So you get to the point saying that, okay, what is the inventive step? Inventive step is that anyone, the one who has got a patent, suppose if there is a patent which is talking about a wind arrestor, now we are talking about something very similar, then the question comes, is it obvious to you and obvious to the other persons who have applied for the original patent? So you have to say this is not obvious, there is the inventive step. So let us say the inventive step is that the existing patent is a wind deflector, it is a rigid construction, and since it is a rigid construction, it is continuously moving, and which is not good for the foundation. So inventive steps is finding the shortcomings of the existing patent. So you say this is the shortcoming of the existing patent, it is a rigid foundation so continuously vibrating. So whereas I am getting a fence, a wall, which is not having a rigid foundation, which will be swaying along with the wind. And that's how the bridges are constructed. Right? They sway, they are not rigid. So the structural strength is better. Okay. Now you have got inventive step. That is, you are saying the limitation of the existing patent have been overcome by me in my patent application. Okay. So that is how the inventive step is there. Then inventive step also you have to say, what did you work on this particular thing? So you cannot say thought of it. It's just an idea. No, it has to be invention. So naturally you have to work on a CAD design, and you have to work on a simulation packages. It is not required for you to come with a completely commercial product. That's not required. But you need to know what you are talking, what you are communicating, how it is manufactured, how it is used. Right? All this you can do it without physically manufacturing the product. So once you know how to manufacture this product, how to use this product, then you are ready with defining the inventive step. From out of the inventive step flow the claims. The patent document will have a claim. The claim is really what is protected. The title is not protected, abstract is not protected, the idea is not protected, the claims are the one which are protected. So you are going to draw claims, first claim, second claim, third claim, fourth claim, like that only. So these are the claims that are protected. So obviously you have to draw the claim very carefully, specifically saying that my claim is that my innovation will have a structural stability, at the same time a structural longevity, because it is constructed with so and so material. So for each case you have to discuss, you have to deliberate upon, and then draw out the claims. Claims are the heart of a patent document. It is the claims that are protected. So you have to draw out the claims and then put into the patent application. Right? So first condition is met. There is an idea, and you have made a patent search. Such a idea is not existing, and it's not obvious. So you have got inventive step. It is different from the existing patents, and you have overcome the limitations of the existing patents. Okay, and you have done something in the direction to prove it works. Okay, as I said, it's not a final commercial product, but you have done something like a CAD designs, simulation, everything like that, a prototype. Yeah. Okay, now the third condition is that it is not theoretical one, it is something which is having industrial application. Obviously, this type of wind breakers have got industrial application, so this fits the third criteria. But the fourth is that every nation has a negative list of items which cannot be patented. Generally, discoveries cannot be patented, and then depending on the country to country, several things cannot be patented. Okay. And this is not part of the negative list. So you are meeting all the four conditions, and then you can go and apply for a patent. So when you apply for a patent with all the specifications, it is called a patent document with the complete specifications. But sometimes you want to protect your data priority. You are not 100% ready with your claims. Still you want to protect, because there is a race. Someone else is working on the same subject. You want to beat him in the race. So you submit an application, what we say is a provisional application for a patent document. So the data priority of the provisional application also holds true. And then after that you get about 12 months to submit a complete specifications. So the 12 months is the time for you to work on the claims. So you got a application, you got a priority date, and you are going ahead and making application in your country. Now the botheration is that if you apply in your country and you do not apply in other countries, suppose if you apply in Morocco, you do not apply in India or China and USA, they can copy the one, because it is a free, it is a prior art to the places where it is not protected. So obviously to make money, to get revenue, you would like to protect in as many big countries as possible. So you want to protect in USA, Europe, Japan, China, India, etc. So that is possible with the first application you are making in your own country, you have to make what is called a PCT application. The PCT application, when you submit it, you notify the countries where you want to subsequently apply for a patent. Right? So in the patent document, in the PCT application, you would say, I would like to apply for a national patent application in USA, China, India. Okay. Then you get the data priority in those countries as per your original patent application in your country. And you get under 2 to 3 years time in those countries to take a decision to apply for a national phase or not to apply for a national phase. If you decide to apply for a national phase, you have to submit the patent application as per the particular country's legal requirement and pay the money as per the local requirement. If you don't want to apply, then the option is lost, but nothing else is lost. Right? So you have got an opportunity to protect your patent in your country and also in many other countries. There is nothing like an international patent. This is a PCT application with a provision to apply for a patent in several countries. Now finally we will come to the biggest concern of all the people. The patent, when you submit the patent application, many countries have different policies of publishing it, but generally, like in India, it takes about 18 months to publish the patent document. In some countries it may be early also. Right? So you are worried because some people may copy your idea, steal the idea. How will you really say this is my priority date? Priority date will be known only after the patent is published. Right? So, and a lot of work you are doing. Inventive step is research work. The work you are doing is also not really known. You will have to run a big legal battle. So WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, has come out with a scheme called WIPO Proof. It's a digital locker. It's a free of cost. When you have an idea, when you are doing something significant and you want to protect it, then all you have to do is go to the site, then send it as a file. They will register it and they will give you a token. So it's a locker, and you put your document in a locker. So tomorrow if there is any dispute about whether you are the first person or before you someone has thought of it, you have some proof to talk about it. So that takes away the fear of stealing of your idea. Right? I think these are the very early things and the basic things of patenting, and patenting is a very complicated subject. We will get into more details in the subsequent sessions. So thank you for listening.